Hello everybody, Happy New Year. I am Mad Capper and we are here with another video, and today I want to talk to you about Husk. Husk is a champion. He's an epic champion of the Undead Hordes faction. He is a Force Affinity champion, and I think he's someone that's been vaulted a lot more than he probably deserves. And I think there's reasons why people vault him. I think his A1 having attack based, even though he's an HP based champion. Also, Retaliate only being a based on max enemy H, or based on his HP type damage. You can kind of sleep on him and you can think he's not very worthwhile, but I'll tell you, unless you have a top tier dungeon farming, dragon farming dungeon team, he absolutely can help you progress in Dragon 20 and get those sub 2 minute times. I find a lot of people probably look him on the tier list. He's probably good to average to maybe even bad, depending on who you talk to. But I have him. I built him up thanks to Stu Gaming, who was the first one I saw mention him. He mentioned him in regards to a Spider 20 strat that he was trying. Unfortunately, being weak affinity, he's not that great to the Spider, at least not that consistently great against the Spider. But where he is consistent and hits very hard is in Dragon 20 and in all of the potion dungeons, except for, of course, the Spirit Affinity potion dungeon. He is not good in the Ice Golem because he a Spirit Affinity, so he's weak affinity, and of course Spider. He potentially can also be good in the Fire Knight dungeon. But today our primary focus here is to talk about him in the Dragon 20 dungeon. And I think when you see the run and you see the kind of damage he can do for me and what he brings to the team, I think he's someone that if you've pulled him and you thought, ugh, Husk, what am I going to do with him? Let's chuck him back in the vault. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with what he can bring to your team, not only in the against the actual boss, but also in those trash waves where he has a stun, where he has some pretty hard-hitting abilities that can help clear those trash waves quicker, but more importantly, more consistently. So if you're using an overnight strategy of farming the dungeon, his 40, I have him at 44,000 health. You can get him way better, and he's going to hit only harder. 250 crit is because I wanted to get that A2 getting really hitting hard, but obviously you can balance him with more sustainability and whatever damage you want. But I think if you have him, take a second look at him and see what you can do. Also of note, he's really good in the faction wars. He's part of the Undead faction, and if you're struggling in the faction wars under that particular one, he can help you there too. But let's fast forward a little bit. The video I made on December 27th, today's January 2nd, I am redoing the audio because I don't know, I just felt like it was too long. So hopefully this will be a lot quicker and it'll just give you the information I want instead of rambling on, at least not rambling on as much. So we're going to pause audio here. I'm going to fast forward to the Dragon Run, which we probably want to see him for, and then I'll pick it back up. Alright, so after some hefty cutting left on the editing floor, here we are. Here's our run. I use Biggin, Royal Guard lead for the attack bonus. I have Arbiter as my safety net just in case one of them dies. It's very rare that one of them dies, but occasionally they pick on Tyrell because he has less health than the others. But obviously Tyrell there for the AoE defense down. Biggin's there for the trash waves and just plowing through them as quickly as possible. And then I have Husk and Royal Guard there for the dragon primarily, but they also help considerably with the trash waves. And I cleared in about a minute. I'm sure if I worked their gear a little bit better, I could make that a lot quicker, especially speed wise. I feel like my dungeon teams aren't really fast and I just haven't bothered retuning them. But here we are at the 50 seconds, 45. So that was an undebuffed 206,000 by him, and so he's gonna have slightly lower damage than he would if that happened in a better order, which again speaks to speed tuning a little bit. But honestly, there's the 523,000 from Royal Guard, as you expect him to be. He's also on a 4-turn cooldown right now, so he's going to get an extra hit in that Husk won't. So you're going to see a disparity in the damage between the two. But if and when I get Husk fully booked, I think you're going to see a lot closer damage between the two. What I also find is he certainly does a lot more damage with his A1 there. You saw he hit each time for about 20,000 versus one shot for about 20,000. So that's 23,000 there. So that's a very helpful, hey, every bit helps, especially on the trash waves, but even when you get to the dragon. So the other thing you'll notice here is there's the 554 and there's the 529. Those are very close, especially when you consider that my Royal Guard has over double the attack damage, plus he's got the aura helping him, the 35%, and yet you see there's Husk with 1.149 million versus 1.885 million for Royal Guard, and Biggin, of course, the 155,000. That's respectable damage at this level versus this boss. Is it going to replace a Zavia and Bad L combination? No, of course not, but not all of us have those key legendaries. In the meantime, if you have Husk in your vault and you're wondering, how do I get better at the Dragon's Lair? That is what you want to do. Get Husk out of your vault, build them up, make it happen. You will not be disappointed. I haven't. I use them in all my potion dungeons except for the Spirit Affinity dungeon. I use them here in the Dragon 20, and I am considering building a team that uses him in my Fire Knight, which is absolutely abysmal right now. I think manual I do about 3.5 minutes. It's about 5.5 minutes auto. It's the only way I could get 100% win rate, was just as slow as molasses run. So I'm gonna try him in there and see if I can use him with maybe a counter, and we'll try to speed tune it and see if I can't get a better team for the Fire Knight 20, and I'll let you know about that. But either way, Husk is definitely a viable champion. He's an epic, not a legendary, so he's going to be more likely. Some of you have him in the vault and are needing someone to help. That's your guy. Big shout out to Stu Gaming once again for pointing me in the direction of this guy. I have not been disappointed, and I don't think you will either. So anyway, I'm gonna pretty much end this right away here, but I just want to say, please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please leave a comment in the description down below, or comment in the description. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know, what do you want me to do? What kind of videos are you looking for? I'm trying to kind of fill a void anywhere that the other content creators aren't doing. I'm trying to fill that gap wherever I can. So if there's anything you feel hasn't been covered by any of the other guys, please ask. I'm more than willing to. Check me out on Discord. I'm part of the Chofly Mobile Gaming clan. I'm on their Discord. You get a hold of me there, and you can ask questions from anyone there. We have some amazing content creators and amazing minds that frequent the server. So once again, peace, good night, work hard, play safe, and most importantly, keep your stick on the ice. Thank you.